More than 500,000 students and their parents were dealing with the first day of a huge teacher strike in the Los Angeles Unified School District, a district that is 700 square miles and stretches well beyond the city limits. It is the first strike there in 3 decades, and as special correspondent Mary McCarthy tells us, there are some big dividing lines between the union and the district. It's the focus tonight of our weekly education segment, Making the Grade.
Braving the driving rain, thousands of teachers descended on Los Angeles City Hall with a list of demands. Across the city, there were other, smaller protests, like this one outside of Magnolia Avenue Elementary School in central LA. Second-grade teacher Carmen Chavez said the teachers are fighting for fair compensation.
We're not being greedy, we're being caring. No other union in this district is fighting for the rights of children to have the proper education. We are.
She's one of thousands of teachers across the Los Angeles Unified School District that walked out today. They're protesting pay and class size, among other issues in the nation's second largest school district.
I'm optimistic that the public is with us and that they know that we care for the children and we're here to provide a better education.
The school district and the teachers union, which represents some 30,000 teachers, have been in contract negotiations for 21 months. Late last week, those talks stalled, prompting the strike. Schools were open today, but with far fewer substitute teachers and school administrators filling in. The union's president said today the teachers are striking in the interest of students.
Do we starve our public neighborhood schools so that they are cut and privatized? No! Or do we reinvest in our public neighborhood schools for our students and for a thriving city?
On Friday, the union rejected the school district's latest offer of a salary increase of 6% spread over the first 2 years of a new contract. It wants an instant 6.5% pay increase that applies retroactively for the past fiscal year. The school district offered to reduce class size by 2 students, but the teachers want significantly smaller class sizes. Class sizes can average above 30 or even 40 students as kids move into higher grades. The school district also said it would add 1,200 new teachers, counselors, nurses, and librarians to schools. But the union said it wants more nurses, librarians, and counselors to fully staff all district schools. School District Superintendent Austin Buettner says he believes the 2 parties can make a deal, even though they're at an impasse.
We would encourage them, we urge them to resume bargaining with us anytime, anywhere. 24/7, we'd like to resolve this.
Another key point of contention is how to deal with charter schools. Buettner is seen as more open to a greater expansion of charter schools. But the union wants a hard cap on charters, arguing that they're adversely affecting other public schools.
Those that are not that good, those that are oversaturating our community, and we are fighting, we're actually competing as a business for students, that's not appropriate.
Some parents still brought their children into school, but across the city, many parents and students said they support the teachers' efforts.
Our teachers need our support, the student support, and they need to know that, we're on their side.
The Los Angeles strike is part of a series of strikes that have taken place nationwide in the past 2 years, but most of those walkouts took place in red states, while today's strike is unique in solidly Democratic California. Teachers say they expect to continue striking tomorrow and potentially further into the week. Judy?
Mary, thank you, and we can see them in the background right there where you are. You are reporting about what they're asking for. We understand they're saying that their workload is just too much. Fill us in a little bit more on what they mean by that.
So speaking to teachers on the picket line throughout the day is the same thing I've heard from them reporting on the lead up to the strike over the past few months. They're saying there simply is not enough staff, so that whether that's enough teachers to keep class sizes a little bit smaller or enough support staff like nurses, librarians, counselors, psychologists, coaches, all those things that make up the community of a school's staff. Just to give a couple examples about Los Angeles public schools, many schools here only have a nurse 1 day a week. They only have a librarian 1 week out of every 2 weeks. So those are the types of things that the teachers, the union is calling for. The district in response has said that they will agree to boost staff. But the union response to that is they haven't agreed to add enough staff. And like on all the issues, they hit a point where it led to the strike.
And Mary, what about parents with so many students affected? How are they handling this? How are they coping with it? And which side are they on?
As you can imagine, it's a bit of a logistical nightmare. A city now facing about 500,000 students who are faced with, well, should we go to school or not? The official line of the district is that schools are open. That's over 900 school campuses. They are staffed by administrators and some other temporary staff who've been brought in. In most cases, classes will not be held. Students will be supervised in auditoriums, maybe watching movies. The majority of parents that I've spoken to today and leading up to this said they would not send their students to school because they saw that as crossing the picket line. Of course, many parents, however, don't have a choice. They're working parents in a district that is majority low-income families. At this particular school in central Los Angeles, 400 out of 900 students did show up today. So close to half of the students did show up, according to the principal. He said the day did go smoothly despite being understaffed and the additional challenges of a rain day. But I would expect those numbers to vary widely across the district. And another school in a more affluent neighborhood in West Los Angeles, the turnout rate at an elementary school was just 13%. We don't have official numbers, but largely parent support for the strike, but some parents simply do have to send their kids to school while they get to their jobs.
All right, well, it's clearly going on, and we'll see how long it goes. Mary McCarthy, thank you.